Hello, welcome to episode 8, I believe. Let me check. Episode 8 of Flosstube. This is Frank. I don't remember if I showed you Beetle. I forget who I've shown. I know I showed Petrie. This is Frank. Say hi, Frank. Like, oh, let me down, human. She's my baby. She is 18. And very stupid. Your inbred is a day is long. Yes, yes. Yeah. So this is the baby of my cats. I know, they're old. They're old. They're really old. You're purring. Show them your battle scars. She likes to fight with Beetle. Oh, no, she's gonna get blown out. She's got a big old scratch on her nose. Big old scratch. But, and she used to be quite fat. After I moved to the States and moved in with my husband, she lost quite a bit of weight. She used to have a 20-inch waist, and she weighed 20 pounds. As you can see now, she's quite small. Go down. Go down. Yeah. So, it's been 2 weeks. There she goes. Born free. Crack open a drink here because I'm going to need it. I actually recorded my first podcast, went out, got groceries, and came back. Let's see. Is that better? That seems a little better. Working with the lighting. Lighting is issueful. Issueful? Full of issue? Because see, if I turn this one off, then I'm like super dark. I don't know. There we go. Leave that one on for the time being. So, let's start with our start. In that everything is still left over from my knitting. The only one who got some work these last couple weeks. Ooh, Pippi. She got me good. Can't see it. Yeah, there's a little red spot, nothing big. The only thing that's gotten work in the last little bit is, of course, Stevie, who is adorable. Of course, I've shifted everything so I can work on her head since you've last seen her. She's got face-ish, and she's got hair. What you can't tell is that I had to unpick quite a bit and such a few times. The hair was actually right here. There's a little bit further down. It was further down, but I had to unpick it because I was off by a row. And then over here on her shoulder, same thing. I was off by a stitch in a row and it really sucked, but I picked her out and she is soaring again. I did look up the Whisper 99 that I need for her hair, and it's black. Yeah, no, I'm subbing in DMC 310. By the power of Kelly, I will be doing my first mod. And seriously, the difference is black and fuzzy or black. And if you followed me from my yarn podcast, then you know I'm allergic to mohair. If you haven't, you just heard I'm allergic to mohair, which is the 80% of Whisper is mohair. So while I don't think it would kill me, I do not want to be itchy because I used fuzzy stuff. Hi, Bop. Hey, Bop Bop. What you doing? Bebop got a haircut. So now he's cold and he's wearing his Halloween jumper because Halloween is every day. And he's highly confused as to what was going on. So that was the work that I have accomplished in the last 2 weeks because, oh no. Also, if you're related to me, just go away. Except my mom. My mom can watch. She just not, whatever. Okay, they're gone. Related people gone. Related people gone. Related to my husband, also gone. Everybody's so busy, though. Hopefully no one watches. It's sad when you say something. Everyone's so busy, I hope they don't watch. Because then, you know, the surprise won't be spoiled. Or if they're like my mom, they'll forget anyway. I did one of these. Which, there you go. The hot stuff. It's actually going to be a Christmas ornament. Yeah, I'm starting my Christmas ornaments early, so I just did a beaded chain for it. It's got a magnet that comes with it. Yeah, I'm not doing the magnet. It's really cute. It's got a little heart charm. It's a coffee cup. So I did that. I worked on Stevie, that was it. And Stevie is Mirabilia's Gypsy Queen. Doing it on 28 count gingerbread Lugana. And the piece is 17 by 26. I am loving the gingerbread Lugana. It's a picture this plus is what it is. And it's awesome. Totally awesome. That would be my mother, who was supposed to go visit my brothers, but is at home today. Alrighty. So, went back to Canada. Before I went back to Canada, I went to Joann's to pick up a few more DMCs so I could kit up my mom's stuff, because I was like missing 2 or 3 or something. 5. It was 5, and I got them. And then I saw this, and I had to get it, because I had a coupon. But it says, every day is a great day when I'm stitching. It's a little sampler. And it's adorable. It's 14 count Aida with embroidery, floss, needle, and instruction. I mean, how adorable is that? I had to knit it. I had to knit it. I had to get it so I could stitch it. But in the picture, I'm not sure if you can tell. Yeah, you can tell. It looks like it's an oatmeal or like a neutral Aida. It's not. They just give you a solid piece of ecru. Whatever. No biggie. I like those because then I'll frame them myself. I have to take Whimsy back out into the living room because I want to work on her. I kind of missed her. Kind of. Okay. So 2 major things happened. I went home and I got spoiled. And then income tax came in, which means I went buck wild. I can't be trusted. And also, I got a box, a giant box. I did a trade with a friend. We did a swap. I sent her some yarns, some minis and stuff, and she sent me some yarns. And she included this. I have four rolls of this. There you go. It's Stick Twist Brodeur Feel Embroidery Floss, made in Germany. Buttonette. And she sent me, there's 50 meters in each color. It looks to be a 6-ply. I want to say it's a 6-ply, a traditional. 100% cotton. And look at these gorgeous colors. Look at them. Like, do I even need to say it? So I'm not sure if it's this year's or last year or the year before's Halloween book. I know I've seen it on or Halloween magazine. I've seen it on many other podcasts. There's a skull that has like almost paisley things and they're different colors. I think I may use these to do that because I think it would look great. And as I recall, there's only like 4 colors. Wouldn't it, like, that would be awesome. That would be awesome together. And it's kind of like rainy Mardi Gras. Like, how perfect are those colors? Excitement. So those came right before I left. And before I get into my haul, because Kelly asked, the Evergreen needle, the wonderful Evergreen needle, about the single ply silk that I'm going to be dyeing. This is what it looks like. And it is embroidery silk, and it's very fine. There's one strand. But it's all in a single. It's all in a single. So I don't know. What I'll probably do is because I have 5 of these, I'll probably do 5 different colorways and then wind them off into a logical amount. I don't know. Because one of these is, I believe, 25 yards. It's getting blown out no matter what I do. There we go. It's super shiny and super soft. And awesome. But it's what I could get my hands on. But there you have it. So, that, and it's gonna be fun. I don't know what colors I'm going to dye them. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I haven't decided, but that's what they look like. I don't know, 25, or is it 25 grams and 50? I have to look up the specs and figure out what I have. But I'll probably wind them off, I don't know, into a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 per. I don't know. What's the yardage people normally need? Alrighty. So we went, I got there to Saskatoon, and my mom said, "Oh, I got some magazines. Would you like them?" I'm like, "Yeah." So she picked up a cross-stitching, The World of Cross-Stitching, which has a bunch of cutesy wootsy little patterns. There's the floral extra in it. Let me just show you that. Cute is always in season. You know I'm a seasons fanatic. I really am. I should seek help for my problems. But I don't. I also like the Blackwork ABC. I don't know what I would do with it, but I really like it. Anywho. It's cute, it's adorable. That is awesome. Even more awesome is the Just Cross Stitch with the Nora Gowan is a knitwear designer. The Nora Corbett that I believe Fiber Artsy is doing it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's got gorgeous things in here. I'm really glad she picked it up. I don't know that I would normally pick it up just based on the cover, although I do really like the hummingbird. The hummingbird is adorable. I actually like a lot of the stuff going on. I love the Mirabilia special. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love it. Because it has the Queen Anne's lace in it. Which if I do the deep dark arts, or the dark arts. Have you seen Gallivant? If you haven't seen Gallivant, watch it. Seriously, it's demented and humorous, and it's a musical. If you like demented, humorous musicals, go watch Gallivant. It was on TV, and the hubby and I had to watch it. It was just, oh, so beautiful. Seriously. If you like Monty Python, it's kind of like that. If I do the Queen Anne's lace, I would change it out. I would leave the greens. I would add some oranges and probably some purples. I would make her wings purple instead. Seriously, I'd turn her into a Halloween Mardi Gras thing. With some Hardanger. Which makes me think Jewelicious would probably be all up in this. I love her, what is that? Coffee cup. Goes on a coaster, or coasters. Eventually I get where I'm going to. Oh hey, they've got a whole thing in the back that shows you the stuff. I love these chickadees. Love the chickadees. Not gonna lie to you, I can't handle Cloud of Hearts anymore because I watched Sister Wives. Probably still will watch Sister Wives, but like they have a whole thing about they get their wedding rings that way, and I'm just like, so I'm sorry if you like them. I don't. Totally ruined it for me. And then, okay, I'm gonna go kind of backwards because that works easier on me. It's totally blown out. Here, how's that? Better? Better. Okay. We went to the bookstore. And I forgot how much I love Canadian bookstores because they're kind of crazy. Like, they're not American-like. Like, you know, you go into Barnes & Noble, you've got everything the same. If I went into a Barnes & Noble here and I went into a Barnes & Noble in Minnesota, they'd have pretty much the same setup. They'd have pretty much the same books. Every bookstore is different in Saskatchewan, particularly McNally Robinson, which specializes with a lot of local interest, which was awesome. So I picked up a knitting book. I picked up a sociological book. It's a study of disease amongst the Aboriginal people of Canada. It's nothing that would interest anybody but me, apparently, or other Aboriginal people, or sociologists, or anthropologists, or people from whatever. It's probably not your deal. Just saying. But I was really glad to pick that up. And I picked this up. They had a needlepoint section. And they had a decent knitting section. And this has actually been in my wish list on Amazon. It's the Ottoman-inspired cross-stitch motif with 75 models. I'm not sure if you couldn't tell by the weird German book and the Saxony, Transylvanian Saxony. I love this stuff. Like, I really, really love it. I should seek medical help. But like, they're just so beautiful. I love the way it's laid out. The colors are really set up quite nicely. Can I show you some without giving away the patterns? Look at this one. Look at that. I want that. I love the colors. I don't need to do anything to that. I need that in my life tomorrow. The cover one. Got very simple ones. Of course, you've got the framing kind. Like, how gorgeous are these? Oh, the blues. Blues, blues, blues. All blue all the time. Don't even. Don't even. So, in this book, I've simply given you a small flavor of what is available, offering some beautiful, repeatable patterns and borders using rich jewel colors and wonderful styles evident in the Ottoman ornamental art. They would work brilliantly on cushions, blankets, table linens. You could even use them to adorn the edge of a shirt cuff or other garments. It is the inclusion of so many cultures that I feel gives it its decorative art and ornamentation in such abundance. With Moorish, Persian, and Byzantine influence mixed with European folk art, there is a wealth of designs to choose from. Fabulous. Fabulous book. It was $15.95 Canadian. It's $12.95 US. You can get it on Amazon. I know you can. I think it's even cheaper there. Or you could buy a secondhand copy. It's by Maria Diaz, and it's published by Tuviak Ink Lick. Right there. Right there. They're just so gorgeous. I'm sorry, they're gorgeous, and I could sit here and look at them all day. But that wouldn't do you any good, because I can't show you the ones that have that are like patterned out. They're just so pretty. They're so pretty. Okay, so I picked that up, along with some knitting books and other books, as I have said. And so when I landed, we basically just chilled for a day and decided that the next day we would go take care of my passport, which was my major reason for going down, and then we would go to Prairie Lily Yarn and Needleworks, or Yarn and Needleworks, Knitting and Needleworks. If you look up Prairie Lily Needleworks on Google, it'll show it. It's on Quebec Avenue in Saskatoon. They do a lot of ordering in for people, but they did have some stock. I went crazy in the yarn side, okay? I went crazy in the yarn side. I went as crazy as I could on the other side, and then decided I'll just go on eBay. Not a good move by the way. So they had a whisper, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, hell no. I don't even care that the Gypsy Queen calls for whisper. I'm not doing that. That's not happening. No. So I made that decision after touching some whisper. That it made my fingers itch, and I didn't like that. But they had Petite Treasure Braid. I have never played with Petite Treasure Braid. I am going to play with Petite Treasure Braid. So I got one silver, one of the light gold, one of the medium gold, and one of the dark gold. Yay! And these are all 10 yards. So I'm going to compare these to Krennic to, I'm not even going to try the DMC. I could tell you I'm going to try the DMC, I would be full of it. Not even going to. Nope. In fact, I convinced my mom to get some because she hates the DMC stuff. I was like, no, this is supposed to be better. I was like, I had got her some Krennic for the native stuff that I kitted up for her. And she liked that, so then I got two Gentle Arts. This one's called Black Crow, and it's like a blue sheened black. And hello, black and crow, both in the title. I had to get that. Sarsaparilla, which is a gorgeous browny, coppery color, which I got because, hey, why not? And then I got Chartreuse, Carrot, and Pumpkin in Weeks Dye Works, because it seems to me a lot of the stuff I want to stitch or I have looked up stitching in magazines call for Chartreuse, and I'm forever thinking I should put that in my cart, and I don't, so I just bought it. And then they had Mirabilias. They didn't have any of the mermaids. And normally I'm impervious to this particular set, but I hadn't seen it in person, and when I saw it in person I kind of fell in love with it. And it's Winter in My Garden. So I got Winter in My Garden, and that's what I got in Canada, and I was like, okay, that's good enough. Apparently when I'm not at home and not near my husband, I feel the need to go out and get everything else that I need. So I got Spring. Spring in My Garden. You can see where this is going. I actually don't have summer or autumn. I will. This was actually a really good sale. And then I got this one. I actually thought it was autumn, but it's My Lady's Garden. Which I didn't know is number 9. And everybody says it, that there's ones that are pictures. This is a picture. This one is actually a picture. So I thought it was autumn, but it's My Lady's Garden. But it's very pretty, and I will enjoy doing it. My Lady's Garden. And I blame this one on Mackenzie. This one is also, it's also got a photograph. And it's number 46. It's the Le Nouveau Sampler. Because I like Art Deco, I love the lady, I love the top, I love the butterflies that look like dragonflies, kind of. The whole thing, very lovely. And I may or may have not have like bought a bunch of mermaids and have them coming. And I've also gotten the kits for the beads, just saying. Feeling better about yourself there, Kelly? No, we all have haul, and it's all a good thing. So I went from being a no Mirabilia person to being a 5 Mirabilia person. 3, 4, and the one I'm doing, 5. And I'm not even done. I'm not even, like, I know I need more. Although Julius just did point out that the word gypsy is actually a derogatory term for the people, the Roma people. And how do I resign this mentally? How do I don't know. I'm calling her Stevie. She's after Stevie Nicks, whatever. I don't know. But I love this. Like, seriously, how can you not love this? And it's all Mackenzie's fault. So, 9, 46, 53, 68. I don't feel the need to have, like, all of them, because I don't like the children one. I don't like children. They're fine. They're fine when they're other people's. I just am not. I do not need, like, no. If I have them, they'll be mine, and apparently I'll care about them, but I just don't want to needlepoint a child. I have no need to do that. Puppies and kittens, however, I will needlepoint till the day is done. But, so I don't like the kid ones, the gathering eggs, the baby, sweet dreamer, whatever. No. No, don't care. But I like these ones, so I'm excited. I have to get autumn and summer. And then I will frame them all and put them all in the same spot. Stare at them like a crazy person. This one really reminds me of my aunt with the gardening, because my aunt was a crazy gardener. Seriously. She once got a noxious weed notice, and my aunt is like the most prim and proper person you would ever meet. If you've ever seen Keeping Up Appearances, the TV show, she's like that. Hyacinth Bouquet, very prim, very proper. Royal Doulton with hand-painted periwinkles. Very, very much her style. And she had a big backyard that was all solid dirt because she grew a garden in there. Like, we're talking corn, peas, carrots, strawberries, like everything. Potato, squash, cucumber, pumpkin, zucchini, like big, yeah. And she got a noxious weed notice because her corn got too high, and she was mortified. Mortified, because in Canada that's what happens. You get a noxious weed notice, you get a little, they send you a letter. I got one because there was a tree branch in a very large, don't get me wrong, it's a huge tree branch in my yard, that I was unable to cut down by myself, and my brothers weren't helping me. It took them a while to get there, and I got a noxious weed notice in the interim. And it was like, because you get the notice, and then you get like a month, and then they fine you. I don't know what it's like here, but that's what happens in Canada. So that is my haul. That is my update for 2 weeks. How sad is that? I didn't stitch on the plane because I don't believe in stitching on the plane. I slept on the first one. Read and knit on the second one. I didn't stitch while I was at Mom's. I spent most of the time bobbinating everything for her because she was obsessed with new bobbins. I've created a monster, people. I've gotten her Q-snaps. I showed her a loop start. She's now bobbinated. I've created a mother monster. It's awesome. Anywho, I will see you next week. Happy stitching.